This is the Sports Dynasty Podcast. I'm Trevor. He's Juan. You already know what you got to do.
Take 3.
Yes.
Low key actually might be take 4.
Yes, this is
it's been bad.
F technology. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll cover as much as we can.
Yeah, we're going to skip a few games. When I say a few, I mean like 66%. The Jets and Giants game, because they don't deserve to get counted on at all. We don't talk about New York, Long Island and New Jersey. We don't talk about anymore. That's what they are. Ravens, nope. Seahawks, nope, because the Dolphins suck. Burrow, good job. Colts, no. The Colts sucks. We knew that coming in.
Yep.
If you didn't know we said that, we said it. They suck. Come on. Eagles, nope. They would have won with Jimmy Garoppolo was there. Eagles, good job. They're winning the NFC least so far. And Packers, nope. Robert Tonyan destroyed the Atlanta Falcons. Get out of here. They don't deserve any more airtime either. So again, now for take 4, we will talk about the Bill O'Brien firing. Let's go.
Bill O'Brien was fired yesterday. He was the GM and head coach of the Houston Texans. I think you all know that already. This should have been done since January when he blew that 24-0 lead to the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional round last year's playoffs. He should have been fired. Worse, he should have been fired for trading away DeAndre Hopkins, a literally top 2 wide receiver in the league, for all running back. They wouldn't even allow you to do that in Madden. So let alone do that in real life is absolutely ridiculous. Maybe he's been fired. This is a firing that should have happened months ago. Is what it is. I'm gonna have to tell, unfortunately, that to the Texans principal owner Cal McNair, you're a day late and $1 short. Let's just be honest here, buddy.
Yep.
You didn't. This is something you should have done a long time ago.
The damage has been done.
The damage is done. Your franchise is set for another at least 4 or 5 years. Been set back at least 5 years because this is bad. This was a horrible trade. You got rid of Jadeveon Clowney a couple of years back. Got nothing in return for him. I remember you traded Dwayne Brown, I believe.
Yes, Dwayne Brown.
Dwayne Brown to Seattle, who was a left tackle.
Was by far your best lineman.
Yeah, best lineman on for the team at the time. You traded him because your father said some very, very derogatory things about his own players and players around the league. Very, very, very disparaging comments. We're not gonna get into that. And he traded him because he felt that he was being disrespectful to the owner, which was stupid. Yeah. And then you traded DeAndre Hopkins for a 2nd-round pick and an old man and a bag of chips. It was bad. It was terrible. And
he said an old man and a bag.
They let Honey Badger walk. You let Tyrann Mathieu walk for nothing. Now he's in Kansas City with a championship ring, and that defense is a lot better with him there, even though they ain't either. But
anything with a pulse is better than what they have on defense.
True.
Even J.J. Watt sucks now.
Yes.
Right? I noticed nobody ever heard his name in the whole year, right?
Yeah, he's
washed. It took a while.
It took a while, but it's what it is. This had to happen. Oh yeah, and you traded you traded away your picks for Laremy Tunsil, who
is okay.
It's okay, but you have no draft capital. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I know Houston Texans fans are relieved that he's gone, but they're like, okay, what's next? We're 0-4. We're probably going to be. They'd be lucky to finish 8-8. But there's no guarantee that's going to happen. Yeah, it just sucks to be him. I mean, he's getting paid $20 million the next 2 years for getting the contract, so I'm pretty sure he's not upset about that.
Hey, he getting paid. He good.
But the damage is done. It had to get done. So yeah, he had to go.
So you know who the winners are right now?
The winners are the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
And the Seattle Seahawks.
Kind of. Because they suck at drafting first-round talent for some reason.
Yes.
Look, I guess, yeah.
But the Miami Dolphins are the big winners because they can get a pretty decent mid-round pick.
As of right now, they're the 2nd overall pick. I don't see the Texans really going higher right now. So they're going to be a top 10 pick.
They were going to be a top 10.
So Miami is going to be a top 10 pick.
Probably
Miami is going to be there, like you were about to say, twice, actually.
2 top 10 picks in this draft. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. And that's going to happen for the next 2 to 3 years.
And what's good for Miami is that as of right now, they don't need a quarterback. So they get to take 2 top non-quarterback talents, lineman or receiver or defensive lineman, something like that, and really do some damage in the future for and against the AFC East.
Oh, so. And the other winner is the Arizona Cardinals, who got literally a top 2 wide receiver, all-pro wide receiver on their roster for literally.
We're gonna talk about them in a minute, though.
For literally nothing. So yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good for them. The Houston Texans, I feel bad for you guys. Y'all should have to go through this, but
yeah, that's the one time I feel bad for bad franchises.
Yeah,
y'all don't deserve this. I apologize.
This is bad.
Oh well. Speaking of the Cardinals, so they are already rearing their real heads. That's very surprising that they took no time to show their true colors. Their defense is garbage. Absolute garbage.
Didn't they say that Patrick Peterson was a all-pro cornerback?
I guess they just thought about 2014 and 15 and stuff because he's far from it. Robbie Anderson had so much fun destroying him. I have Sunday ticket. So I watched this game closely and I watched the Saints game closely. And let me see this one more I watched closely. I don't remember the top of my head. Oh, Dallas. Oh, I can't wait to get to that. And Patrick Peterson is completely washed. You're going to hear this word washed, I think, a lot today.
Yeah.
By the way, get ready, New England.
Mm-hmm.
But he's washed. He's not even close to what he used to be at all. And Mike Davis from the Panthers. So McCaffrey, who I guess is what we can say right now. So what sucks about this is that running backs just lose all the time now because this is probably already proven already, but they don't matter in this league, do they?
They're not.
Because McCaffrey's gone, and not only did they not miss a beat, they're actually winning. We were 0-2 with them, and they're 2-0 now without him. Nice. And another game we're talking about, in the Dallas game, Nick Chubb went down. They didn't miss a beat.
They didn't miss a beat either. Yeah, they only ran 300 yards on the Dallas Cowboys.
Again, we'll get there. We're saving that.
Oh my goodness.
We're saving that. And Eckler also went down.
Oh, that was a tough loss for the Chargers.
But they just stopped. They didn't even run the ball at all, though. They panicked. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to run the football maybe next week. I forget who they play. But I'm sure they'll be able to do it next week. Again, maybe not the Saints. Saints is good run defense. I'm not sure. Tomorrow's episode, we'll talk about the matchups. But, yeah, the running backs, I guess, just really lose every freaking week, huh? One goes down and the other just takes the place. Nothing. Matter of fact, for New England, Sony Michelle won't be missed at all. So, yeah, so this running back just lose.
Yeah.
But, like I was saying, that defense is atrocious in Arizona. Absolutely atrocious. And Cliff Kingsbury, to me, is the biggest loser of the entire team right now. Why was Kyler Murray throwing like 25 times and only has 130 yards? How do you throw that many times and only have 130 yards? That makes no sense.
I don't get it either.
Again, I watched the game and all he was doing was check down, check down, check down. Again, 24 of 31 for 133 is abysmal. Wow. Not even old man Brees was doing that. Like, how? Like, what are you doing? They weren't taking any really good shots. Is you know why? It's because the plays they were going play action fake. He will hold on to the ball for like 4 seconds before he even looks down the field because of the play art, and then the Panthers is already there in his face. Then you never adjusted. So Kingsbury, I'm watching you because that's very questionable. I don't understand what they're doing in Arizona offense at all. And the defense showed their head the last 2 weeks, especially this week. They're garbage. That's what I thought. So people thought that they were making the playoffs. Y'all want to dial back now? Yeah. I'm guessing you got nothing to say because this game is actually not that important. I just wanted to go on Cardinals, people. Let me see. Oh, we can do Bills Vegas real quick. Josh Allen's good.
Josh Allen's good.
I'm ready to concede.
I've been saying this since last year. Josh Allen has arrived.
Yeah.
The Bills are formidable opponent. Their defense, their secondary.
Formidable opponent.
Yes.
You meant.
It's about me and my bad. The secondary is actually kind of suspect at times. They've been getting carved like crazy the last few games. So they might want to fix that up, but it really doesn't matter because they're winning games. They find ways to win games somehow, some way. But that is a legitimate concern if you're a Bills fan.
It should be.
It should be.
It should be.
The secondary is getting carved up, and when you're playing a team like Mahomes, like the Chiefs and Mahomes, that's gonna be a problem. Because
screw that. The team in your own division is looking a lot better than anybody thought. So you have to deal with them twice before you even think about Mahomes or the Steelers or the Colts or other teams like that. You gotta deal with this team up in Foxborough twice. So y'all may want to think about maybe putting your defense back together. You know what I mean? Like they were like, I would say this is their defense, this is their offense a year ago. Now it's kind of went like that. The defense went down just a bit, not much, but the offense went way up. So I think Bills will take that trade. Yeah. Instead of being like this, I'm sure they'll think they'll find being like this.
Yeah.
So that's a balanced team. But this dip may haunt you because there are a decent amount of good teams in the AFC this year. Like you guys being one of the ones that rose. So did the Steelers. The Patriots are still there. You know what I'm saying? The Baltimore are still there, even though Baltimore is still there. The Kansas City is up here. You know, there's still a decent amount of good teams. So try to be as good as you can be, you know? Don't settle because you're winning games and throwing the ball up and down the field. Don't settle, you know? Try to be better all the time. But yeah, that's all we have to say about that. Who cares? The Tampa Bay game. That first game was absolutely dreadful. First half, was absolutely dreadful. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers look very similar to last year's Buccaneers, except with like maybe 2 more turnovers. And they were just getting diced up and down the field against the Chargers. And it wasn't even like they were getting diced. It was like bomb. But the thing about that is that that's not sustainable, and it showed in the second half for the most part. They still got like another They got 1 more touchdown in the second half. And that was it though, because Chargers do Chargers things. But yeah, Brady threw another pick 6. That's like his 4th one in like 6 games, including the New England games, which is kind of funny to me. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny to me. But yeah, he did that. But
he still had that clutch gene.
Yeah, he's still Brady at the end of the day.
He had 5 touchdown passes in that game, completely took over the game, and he showed you why he's still one of the best in the world.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, and why the Chargers suck, because the Chargers, that's his baby, man. Like he does not beat them.
He is daddy, no question.
What is he like 10-0 against the Chargers in his career?
Against Rivers, yes, I believe early.
Oh yeah.
When Brees was there, he lost to them like once or twice.
But he still has a very good winning percentage against the Chargers. That's still his baby.
Yes, no question. It's not even close.
Still his baby, yeah.
Yeah. Not even a question. So, their running game is very lackluster. Ronald Jones did rush pretty well. Which proves that Leonard Fournette sucks.
What was the point bringing him in?
They just got a lot of big names. Like if this is like Madden or NBA 2K, he's garbage. He's garbage. Trust me. If he would have never left the Jaguars, a 4th overall pick, by the way, never left Jaguars, he actually has some sort of decency in him. No, he's garbage. He got that one fake 100-yard game. Was it last week? I think it was week 3. Because he got 2 big runs because he was untouched. Like, he's garbage. I don't understand where all that came from. So, that was a stupid pickup. But Tom doing Tom things. He looks pretty decent. I still can't put my finger on him if he's actually really good or not yet. I need to see him play against a better team. We play Chicago this week. So, I'm probably still going to get an answer to my question. Because Chicago sucks too. But, at least it's a better defense, I guess. I don't know. I don't know when. I guess we're going to have to wait for him to play like Green Bay. I think that's coming soon to really get a finger on how good he really is. But at least they know Tom still is clutch. Tom's still Tom at the end of the day. So you're welcome. Yeah, we're still frustrated from yesterday. What we're going with? What am I missing? Oh, Saints and Lions. Jesus, Lions. Oh my God, Lions. Lord have mercy, Lions. No Lattimore, no Jared Cook, no Michael Thomas, like no Armstead got hurt, no Andres Pete, like almost every starter outside of Brees and Kamara was out, and you still got your ass whooped because that score doesn't say anything. You were losing like 35, like 14 or something like that. You were getting your ass whooped the whole game. You know what's funny in that game? Because I also watched this game from front to back. They were up 14-0 quick, and I knew they were gonna lose.
Yeah,
I knew it. Not just because they suck. It's because they scored too quick. I'm like, this isn't good. Like they scored too fast. That last touchdown got because of a turnover anyway. It was like I'm like, this is not good. They scored 14 points in like 6 minutes. Like they're gonna get their ass whooped, and they literally haven't scored until sometime in the third quarter or in the fourth quarter. They're garbage. My Patricia's still there. They're garbage.
and he gonna stay there too.
Yeah, I know.
Stay there too.
I agree with you.
For Ford family, don't give a damn. The Ford family runs their franchise like it's a car dealership, which they are car.
Yeah, I don't know. Ironically, yeah.
Ironically, yeah. But yeah, that's what they are. They don't care. They're gonna wait till the end of the season. They're gonna fire him. If they fire him, but because they like him, I don't know what's the appeal to him. Well, he's a Patriot guy. He's a New England guy. I don't get the appeal.
I don't get it too when the defense is garbage for the most part. It's tutelage. But whatever. Yeah, he's stupid. But yeah, Stafford is not good. I don't know what happened between last year and this year, but he's not good at all. And their secondary, Lord have mercy. Old man Brees was carving him up like if it was 2015. Like, he has a noodle arm. Like he really looks like 2015 Peyton Manning when I watched him. The ball takes like 7 seconds to get to where it has to go. But they were so wide open that it didn't matter.
Drew Brees was doing ducks in this game. No, but ducks. That's how you know his arm about to fall off. He's washed. And it goes that word again, washed. Yes, Drew Brees is washed. We've seen it all four games of the season so far.
Yes, the first 4. So imagine the last 4. How he's going to look.
It's going to continue. So over here with Michael Thomas. But Michael Thomas, yeah, because he's getting all those yaks over the years. The yak. I don't know. Maybe Michael Thomas is good. But the 150, 160 receptions he got last year, I don't know, maybe how many times he had to do like a short pass to him, he had to do the rest.
That's Michael Slant Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But it's washed.
He is.
But you'll hear that word a lot more today. So next.
Told you that was the third person to be called washed, I believe.
Yes.
Watt, Peterson, and Brees. All right, you're gonna hear that more. All right. Yeah. So the Lions. Anyway, yeah, we got 2 more.
Yes.
2 more.
This one's so great. The Dallas Cowboys hosted the Cleveland Browns. And the Cleveland Browns, now the score says 49-38, but this game was over at the third quarter. It was 41-14 at one point, Cleveland. And it was like...
Let that sink in.
Cleveland. And I want to ask the Cowboy fan.
24 points in the second quarter.
Now, wow. When they got CeeDee Lamb and they got Amari Cooper the extension, they got the boy Gallup on the other side. You gave Zeke a contract last year. You're making Dak Prescott have the franchise tag. So it was like, oh, but it doesn't matter though. We're gonna have an elite offense, super elite offense. Woo! We're gonna run out the building. Yeah, you run out the building, right? Great. Only one problem. When Aldon Smith washed, Aldon Smith, who hasn't played in 4 years, is your best defensive player on the team, you have a problem. Jesus Christ, that is bad. This defense is horrendous. They've given up over 400 yards the last 3 games. It's been horrendous. And if it wasn't for the Atlanta Falcons, which we don't want to say their names, y'all should be 0-4. This team is dreadful, horrible, horrific. This is disgusting to watch.
Absolutely disgusting to watch.
And
they've allowed over 35 points the last
3 games. But who cares? But we scored 40 or more the last 3 games too. Yeah, but you're 1-2. And it wasn't for Atlanta, you should be 1-3. And you know what's crazy? You know what was a baffling stat that I've noticed too? The score was 47-38, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Dallas Cowboys blocked the extra point for the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of falling on the ball, I think they forgot how to pick up how to fall on the ball on the offense.
Probably.
Because not only did it kept rolling, they couldn't fall and try to pick it up. It rolls right into the end zone and it's fallen by the Browns player. And a block punt ended up being a 2-point conversion for the Browns.
A block kick.
Well, no, a block extra point. I'm sorry.
It was a block extra point. Yeah.
Extra point ended up turning into a 2-point conversion for the Browns.
That's when you know you should have known.
That's when you know it's over. This is trash. This let it go. Garbage. Woo! Oh, but that Prescott threw for 500 yards. And he lost. But you're trying to make excuses for what? This team is horrendous. The fact that they play in the NFC East says a lot. And then they play the Giants next week, which is no guarantee they could beat them next week. It's not guaranteed. I'll tell you right now, I think it's trash. But if you let the Giants score 30 points next week,
you mean 25.
I'm being too nice.
Remember, the Giants haven't even put up 20 points in the season yet.
Yeah, they scored 16, 13, 9, and 9. Horrible. If the Giants can score more than 25 points on your team, I think we should give the Dallas Cowboys that treatment of not covering them anymore. But they're just so horrible. Like,
the reason why I can't do that is because they're a big market team. People I know want to hear about them. Everyone has an opinion on Dallas Cowboys, so I want to do that, but I can't do that. I want to. Trust me.
You're lucky.
This is the same team I don't like to watch play football, if they even call it football.
First of all, I can't stand. All their games are boring to watch.
To me too.
I can't watch the Dallas Cowboys games. They're really boring to watch, honestly, unfortunately.
I've only liked 1 year, 2014. I love that team.
So to make it worse for the Dallas Cowboys team, the Dallas Cowboys defense is so bad. You know how they gave up like a whole bunch of 100-yard receivers in the past couple of weeks? Well, they gave up 300 yards rushing in this game.
I can't believe that's not a record. Not even the Baltimore Ravens of 2019 rushed for 300 yards on someone. Mind you, they played Cleveland twice. They played the Bengals twice, and they haven't rushed for 300 yards on them.
Nick Chubb got hurt, but that didn't matter because our boy Kareem Hunt ran all over there. And then it wasn't even them. They had other packages. You had Landry,
Duke Johnson, Odell Beckham Jr.
Duke
Both
Johnson still on this
ran.
team.
Yeah, I think it's D Johnson.
Yeah, Duke Johnson.
He ran for the team high 95 yards. Wow. Odell got 73, but it was 50s of that one run that ended the game. Wow. Kareem Hunt got 71. He was the bell cow. And Nick Chubb, before he even left, got 43 on 7.2 yards per carry. So if he was in this game, he would have easily rushed for 200 at this rate.
By himself.
Yeah.
So you probably would have given him 400 yards rushing if that's the case.
So all the fantasy owners, I'm sorry. Y'all would have easily had a 40-point running back if he didn't get hurt. I'm sorry.
Wow. Baker Mayfield played decently, had 150 yards. He didn't have to do anything because they run the ball so well. That's fine. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's all good and all. Try to limit the mistakes. If he could, I don't mind Baker Mayfield throwing for like 25 times a game. I don't mind. Especially with this team, run the ball as much as you can.
Simple schemes.
Simple schemes. That's it.
Run, play action. Limit your mistakes. Old school, it's boring, but it works.
I'm all for old school. So it doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, I'm fine with it too.
I like it. Even though.
But the way to beat this team is to make him throw. But you guys don't have common sense, so
yeah,
it is what it is.
Oh, that secondary is still terrible. Was it Ozie still in this team on this?
Yes. But I don't know if he was there. I know he was hurt the week before. I don't know if he was
there.
The
point is, when you have, first of all, he was garbage anyway. Or was garbage anyway.
Is.
He's still garbage anyway. That secondary is disgusting. I'm telling you right now, if you allow Golden Tate to get 100-yard receiving,
that dude getting suspended. The hell you mean?
Oh yeah, we got to talk. Oh yeah, because we didn't cover that part. Yeah,
because we don't need to. Everybody knows about it by now.
Yeah,
it's Tuesday right now. Yeah. Everybody knows.
I forgot he's going to get suspended.
He ain't suspended. Him and Jalen are.
Damn.
You know the NFL don't play when it comes to that. He gets suspended.
I can't even say damn. So y'all made this likely not have 100-yard
You
receiver.
only have to play one receiver next week. So again, if they put up 25 points or more, you guys are the worst team I've ever seen.
Yes.
You only have to deal with Darius Slayton and Eric Ingram. That's it.
That's it. And you have old ass Devontae Freeman. All Devontae Freeman. This is terrible.
So about the Dallas Cowboys apologists who are going to say, "Oh, Dak Prescott got all these yards, you guys got all the offensive things." You do know those are the fakest stats in the history of anything, right?
Yes.
Those are all catch-up garbage time yards, especially from yesterday and 2 weeks ago against Atlanta, which wind up not being garbage time apparently because his pieces of craps wind up losing the game anyway. But that's all it was. I've never seen such empty 500-yard games in my life. This probably is the worst 500-yard game I've ever seen.
I agree.
It was fake. Who cares? You did it because you were getting your ass whooped so bad that you had to catch up. That's what it was. It's not real yards. Who cares? Who cares? You're so garbage. Your stats don't matter. Who cares?
Not at all.
Like, you guys are such a train wreck. This is easily the worst Dallas Cowboy team I've ever seen. Easily. It's not even close. And I've seen some bad ones that Tony Romo had to drag, from 0 wins to 8.
No one knows the worst. And then I think a lot of people, even though they can't stand Tony Romo, I like Tony Romo.
I love Tony Romo.
Tony Romo was great. It makes me feel more, especially watching him growing up. It's like, yo, I felt bad for him. He literally carried this team. Because you guys are so trash. Like, there's no reason why you should have this amount of talent each year in, year out, the amount of talent every year, and still lose and still underachieve. Like, this is disgusting. And then Mike McCarthy, I don't want to bash him, but listen, they hired you for what?
The Green Bay fans are, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure that by the way they play, I'm pretty sure, at least Jason Garrett. He has better play calling than Jason Garrett because they will do some minuscule play calling anyway. But this is just bad. You're playing from behind every single week. What are you gonna do? I'll try to outscore everybody. The only people that was happy was people who in Vegas who betted the over and under. If you betted the over this game, you were happy. If not, I knew it was gonna be a high scoring game. I just said it was gonna be a shootout. I was wrong. Because it requires you to go back and forth.
Exactly.
But not when you're having to come from behind. It's just crap. It's just crap.
You're garbage.
So that was kind of terrible. And they play the Giants. I'm actually interested in what happens next week between them. Because if the Giants get their first win against the Cowboys,
then we'll cover them just because they destroyed the Dallas, the worst team, and we'll be at that point. We'll be the worst team in the NFC least. There was one more thing I wanted to say about them. You guys will never do anything as long as your owner exists in this planet. I probably already knew that, but I'm just letting you know. As long as Jerry Jones is breathing, you guys will never, ever be a relevant franchise.
You know what makes it worse?
Never.
You know what makes it worse?
1995 was the last time you were truly relevant.
You know what makes it worse? You have fans, former players of the Cowboys that I'll be wondering, like, yo, I think Jerry Jones be paying y'all to say the stupid stuff y'all be saying. Michael Irvin, right?
Yeah, the first time Irvin.
I was right?
The first time?
Yeah, I was
You
right.
said Irwin.
Yeah, Michael Irvin, yeah.
You're talking about Steve Irwin, freaking crocodile dude.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Michael Irvin, the shit that he be saying about the Cowboys, talking about, who cares? It don't matter.
You mean his old school Randy Savage cocaine hype speeches he be having?
He still be having them. Especially when he on first take with Stephen A.
If y'all never watched in 1980s wrestling and the promos they put, he's literally just like that.
It's hysterical.
He literally just like that.
Coked up and everything.
Those Cowboys, they're going to do this, they're going to win their thing. They do promos just like that. And that's how he speaks.
It's horrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. If you barely understood what I said, exactly. Watch a Randy Savage promo. Mind you, he's one of the best wrestlers of all time. But watch a Randy Savage promo, and you'll see, and you're just gonna die laughing. But anyway.
Yeah, but besides that, yeah, the Cowboys suck. The Browns are 3-1 for the first time, and like
it said, I think the stat since 2001.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Going old school again.
Well, they have
run, play action, run, play action, run, short pass, run, play action.
They have a test next week. They play against the Colts next week. So
yeah, good luck.
Good luck with that. And finally,
what you all been waiting for. In our take 2, this you would have loved or hated everything we said, but now that unfortunately we had a day to cool off, it won't be as meaningful and it won't be as emotional. I apologize. Yes. It was very good, but let's just go with it.
So the score doesn't tell the real story.
Yeah, people would see the score and they'd be like, "Damn,
Patriots got blown out." No. It was 13-10 at one point in the fourth quarter. They only held the Chiefs to 6 points in halftime, so that's pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure we were destroying them in time of possession in the first half. I'm pretty sure we was killing them.
Oh well, the first half I can't check that. I can check overall.
But I'm pretty sure we killed them overall.
Yeah, we still beat them overall by 2 minutes.
But yeah, that
31 and a half to 28 and a half was the deficit. 2 minutes.
Okay, so we can start with the positives because
because there's not many. So yeah, let's go there.
Positives in this game was the running game was absolutely sensational.
Great debut by Damian Harris. 17 for 100, I believe.
Damian Harris, was amazing in this game.
Albeit this is one of the worst run defenses in the league, but hey, at least it was done. And like half the offensive line was hurt, so like we didn't have a right tackle, right guard, and center. I believe all 3 of them weren't playing yesterday. I don't think Shaq Mason was playing yesterday. I don't remember seeing him.
No, he wasn't playing.
Our third string right tackle was playing, and our backup center was playing. And there's a center. I have no idea who the hell the third string right tackle was, but he was playing, and he was garbage. But he was garbage. But still ran on them regardless. And the Chiefs didn't have Chris Jones, but hey, 3 missing linemen versus 1 missing lineman going now. So yeah.
And another bright spot was the defense. The defense played very well. They did the best they could.
Chase Winovich
came to play. Even though we knew it was going to happen, the big plays from Mahomes to his receiver, we knew that was going to happen.
But at least they were kind of contained, though. Yeah. It wasn't like a bomb to the end zone or anything like that. It was like a 20-yarder here, there, 25-yarder here, there, short pass, run, 25-yarder here, there, and then clamped in the red zone. And you only kick field goals.
Yeah. So
can't ask for anything more than that.
Can't ask for more than that. Defense played well. What else were we missing?
Positives?
It was the defense. The running game.
Defense mainly Chase Winovich. The secondary is still here. I don't know if it's a positive, but I will give a tiny shout out to Stidham. A tiny one. And I can't wait to hear you people talking about we lost because of him.
Oh, we got something.
That'll be the first negative, yeah.
We got something for y'all about that one.
First of all, he's the only one that scored.
He did, yeah.
I know a certain bald bastard couldn't freaking score. At least he scored with a beautiful dime to kill Harry in the back end zone fade. Absolutely sensational dime to kill. When Nikhil finally broke free, like I don't know what the hell took him so long, couldn't beat. He scared me a little bit because I don't even know who the hell the dude's name was. Number 27 on the Chiefs, who probably never played a game in his life. Absolutely garbage. But he finally, Fenton, he's trash. But he finally beat him. I'm assuming that's who we beat at the end zone because they were on each other all day. And finally got free at the end zone with a great back fade touchdown. It was amazing. He hit that very nicely. His comp to me is a young 04 through 06 Ben Roethlisberger, who had all the talent needed to be good in this league. Got a big arm, strong, has a little bit of athletic ability, just likes to hold on to the ball for 58 years and doesn't do well on pressure. That was Ben Roethlisberger. Except Ben Roethlisberger was more of a iron statue where they grabbed him and he still wouldn't go down. Like that was Ben Roethlisberger, but a little dumbed down version of that. So there's potential there, and I'm pretty sure you all saw that at least. There's potential. What the biggest point I saw for that is he's nowhere near as bad as the media said he was in the offseason, which is why we needed preseason games. Because you remember in the offseason talking about he was getting outplayed in practice by Hoyer and Cam, doing this down the third. He was feeling bad. He had no mental fortitude. All the crap that was coming out of the media, which is why I don't listen to the media anymore. I'm the media that you should be listening to now. He, the media you should be listening to now, because they obviously lied. He has plenty of potential. There was plenty of reason to look forward to watching him play. Is he better than Cam? Hell no. Hell no. But there's something there. Another year or two or development, he actually might become something. Worst case scenario, he's a good flip, like when we flip Garoppolo, a good second rounder or something in the future. You know what I mean? So he has some potential. So the media lied and garbage as usual. This is why you don't believe in the media at all. You believe in us.
Yes.
So he's much better than that. Still not good, but much better than what we thought he was. So, and if he doesn't play against Denver, I'm going to flip out in more ways than 7.
Because
I'm gonna flip out.
Because
so he will destroy Denver this Sunday. But yeah.
Because if we had to do another outing from Brian Hoyer, I'm gonna lose my mind.
So Bears fans, we now understand how it feels to partially be you, because you never had good quarterback play in your franchise existence. So that 2.5 quarters that we had to feel, I don't envy you at all. I'm so happy I'm not a Bears fan or any fan base that had to deal with crap, disgusting, horrid quarterback play like we had to deal with yesterday for half the game. My God. I know old Patriots fans from back in the day, that's from the 60s, 70s, and pre-Bledsoe, they had to get nice flashbacks from that half yesterday. Because my God.
He was horrible. He killed drive. He literally killed 2 drives. He literally killed 2 drives. They went down the field the first time, and he down the field, and he threw a really high pass to Izzo, and it was picked off.
I don't even see it still.
It was like, listen, you thought he was throwing the ground, something like that. I'm like, yo, man, how? He had no chance. That boy had no chance. It was either going to get picked off by the original receiver or somebody else, because that ball had no shot whatsoever. So I'm like, whatever. All right, I might kill the drive off. Then again, you're running down the field. You're running down.
2-minute drill.
2-minute drill. Running the ball well. He threw a pass to Edelman, which we'll get to him in a second. Which Gunner was the one that recovered, that actually picked up the. Caught the ball.
On 3rd down, too.
On 3rd down, which I would have killed a drive as well. But I wanted to kill the play calling in the end of the first half, but I couldn't. Because after what happened next, I said, you know what? I know they were pissed. Because they ran out all the timeouts really quickly. They're like, all right, fine, we're going to try to see if we can get into the end zone. If not, we'll just get the field goal, whatever. Brian Hoyer is a 12-year veteran. What is his problem with throwing the ball away? You're not fast. You can't outrun any of these defenders trying to come at you to sack you. You can't evade them. So why would you take the sack to kill the drive? And then what makes it worse, when he got sacked, he tried to call a timeout, but he didn't realize that he had no timeouts left. So that was the end of the half. So you're not aware of what's going on with the team. Aren't you a 12-year veteran? The fact that you lasted this long is ridiculous. I don't know what he was thinking. He had a brain fart. I mean, you're a 12-year veteran. There's no excuse for that.
None.
At all whatsoever. So instead of being tied 6-6, or maybe 6-6 or 10-6 going into the half, maybe if you score a touchdown on that drive, but no, it's now 6-3, heading into the half. Wasted drive. Mm-hmm. But it gets worse.
Oh yeah, I know.
It gets worse. So they're driving down the field again, right? They're in the red zone. So this I don't want to curse because I was
way too late for that.
Furious because this guy was just pissed me off.
Yeah.
He tries to evade a sack again. He gets sacked, loses the football inside the 10-yard line, and the Chiefs recover it. At that point, I said, yo, you're just garbage. Throw the ball away, stupid. Like, what is your problem? You're a 12-year veteran. Like, what was the point? What was the problem? That's literally 2 drives. We left points on the board. At least, at minimum, 6 to 10 points.
3 drives.
Oh, 3 drives. We're going to have 8 points there. So at minimum, 9 to 16 points you left on the board because you wanted to be an imbecile and figure out how to play football. Brian Hoyer was terrible. Was god awful. I can't even say he was washed because he was never good. Now, unfortunately, that washed and things coming back.
That sack play was so ridiculous because people are going to blame the offensive line because Taco Charlton, mind you, Taco Charlton
is horrible
player. But he beat the right tackle so quickly that it didn't matter. No. He got grabbed. Got out of the grab. So since you were able to get out of the grab, you had about a second or two to do 2 things. Go down with the ball and just take the sack there, which wouldn't have been bad at that point. Or throw it away. So since you dumbasses that, I'm going to hold it again and then let him strip sack me instead. That's why the right tackle got bailed out.
Yeah.
Just y'all want to, if y'all want to try to.
I was saying that yesterday while watching the game. I said, all these injuries, I can't put it all on the offensive line. They did what they can. It's just that Brian Hoyer is just an idiot.
I actually thought they played pretty good.
They played pretty decent. He said, but those are blown coverage. No. It's like Eli Manning was in the Giants late in his career. He just couldn't throw the ball. He kept holding the ball for so long. And something horrible would happen. This is what happened. It was like, at that point in time, when he took the ball, I said, yo, you better not put him back in this game. You better not put him back in this game. If you put him back in this game, you're telling me, Belichick, that you're packing it in. At least when you put Stidham in the game, you tell him that, right, fine, we're going to try to win this game somehow, some way.
And we tried. He scored when he got the ball.
Yeah. Now I'm just another fill in the room. I'm sorry. I'm just another fill in the room. I love the guy. I know he's a fan favorite.
I don't love him right now.
I know he's a fan favorite for the Patriots. I'm glad, he's done a lot of great things in his career with us. They call him playoff Edelman. Yeah, playoff Edelman. Whatever. Can we just address the elephant in the room that he's washed? He's washed. He had 3 huge drops in this game. 3 huge drops. That one drop he dropped so bad. If Gunner wasn't in the same vicinity, it would have been an incomplete pass.
On third down.
On third
and
down,
7, I believe it was.
3rd and 7, 38, that would have killed the drive. That's one drop. The second drop was so inexcusable that which led to the pick 6 by Tyrann Mathieu, which pretty much put the game on ice. Inexcusable. Absolutely terrible. But he said, we had a couple of good catches. Yeah, those 2 catches he had later, a couple of catches he had later in the game, doesn't mean anything. We had 3 huge drops. 3 huge drops.
3 drops, 2 passes. 3 drops, 2 catches.
And those catches don't mean anything because Brian Hoyer screwed up the drive anyway. So that never happened. Like, who cares?
3 drops versus 2 catches.
But then it gets worse. The Patriot fans saying, "Oh, how could he be washed if he had a career high against Seattle?" Do we have to remind you that Seattle has one of the worst passing defenses in the league?
The same defense that allowed 6 100-yard receivers. 6 in 3 weeks.
Except for Miami, because Miami is just garbage.
Exactly.
Yeah, the first 3 weeks, they gave up 6 100-yard receivers.
3-1 game.
Yeah, 3. So, if we asked the question before, say, that drive against Seattle when we went down the field, it was because Cam Newton, how they were good, they were good. But it also has to come to the fact that Seattle's defense is really bad. Very bad. So, yeah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't. It's kind of like playing Madden on rookie mode. Anyone can be a beast on rookie mode, playing on rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Edelman led the league last year in drops. He's still dropping the ball again. He's not in the rhythm. He's never in rhythm. And it's like, Juan had mentioned this. We were talking about before, and he's more right. He's right about 100%. Edelman is a product of Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
If Tom Brady's throwing the ball to him, it makes him look real good.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
Except last year, when he let the lead drops.
Yeah.
When he fumbles the ball against Baltimore when we're trying to come back. When he drops the third down conversion when we were only 1 point behind Tennessee in the playoff game. When we were only 6 points at the time, right? 9 points behind against Kansas City yesterday, right? It was 19-10, right?
19-10, yeah.
And ices the game because he has butterfingers. That's the guy you're trying to defend. Everything he did years past doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't.
The 2018 Super Bowl doesn't matter. The Super Bowl 51 doesn't matter.
I think you have to understand this.
Super Bowl 49 doesn't matter. That happened in the past. We're trying to figure out what's going on now, today.
I think people still don't realize that the NFL, especially not even NFL, sports today, sports in any sport, soccer, especially soccer, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, even wrestling to a certain extent. What have you done for us lately? Yeah, you did all that last time, but what have you done for us lately? Like Patrick Peterson at one point was
a top 3 corner.
Now he's washed. Has done anything since then. Josh Norman got paid by the Carolina Panthers years ago, and it's garbage. And I mean, he's had a good pre-decent season in Buffalo, but yeah, it happened. I guess, but it's still. What have you done for me lately? And Julian Edelman has not done nothing. Has been average at best for this Patriot team the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, since week 3 or 4 of last year, he's been garbage.
Listen, I love Edelman. I appreciate it. I love everything he's done, but I'm calling for that's the facts. That's your boy. You gotta listen. What's the point of being a fan of a team if you get criticized for coming out a player on your team that is not performing well? So I'm supposed to forget all of that for what he did years ago? No, that's not how that works.
No,
that's not how that works. That's your boy. He's a fan favorite here. That's fine, but I'm gonna call him out. Brian Hoyer and Julian Edelman are the reasons why we lost this game yesterday. It's point blank. It's simple. We lost this game because of them.
Pretty obvious too.
Now, before you said, but the call with the referee, that was hard.
Second time. Against Kansas City, 2 years straight where we got robbed of possible touchdown.
Now that right there, if you would have said we was game because of that, or that came out to haunt back in the day, I would have said it would have came out to haunt us if we were still close towards the end of the game and we lost. That would came out to haunt us because I don't know what they were thinking, and then the reasoning for it was like, that reason doesn't make any type of sense.
They know they
y'all messed up. That was clearly a fumble interception because technically it's not a fumble, it's more of an interception.
It was a fumble.
Yeah. But
his arm was going forward. It popped right out. That was a fumble. So easy strip sack.
The point is a turnover. Turnover and recovery, and they was running towards the end zone. So the fact that you stopped the play, the momentum is all because of it. And the crazy thing is the Chiefs knew too. That's
why they rushed.
They rushed to punt it so they couldn't review it. They knew they messed up, and they got bailed out. Yep. It really didn't mean anything because Brian Hoyer ended up screwing the drive anyway. That could have been 7 points. That could have been 7 points. 6 points, 7 points right there. I'm pretty sure that it would definitely have been in field goal range. Barring if Brian Hoyer didn't do anything stupid. But yeah, horrible. But then people saying that, we lost because we got robbed. No.
Last year we got robbed.
Yes. We're not doing this again. And I know. And then it makes it worse though. They lost by 16 points, right? 16 points. If you don't count that pick 6, they only lost by like 7, by 9.
By 9. That's it. The defense only allowed 19 points on the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, the same Baltimore team who got their asses completely annihilated the week before.
Yeah. My problem, especially hearing after the backlash of Eddie tomorrow, I'm sick and tired of this term good losses. Losses are not good.
That's a loser
mentality. Losses are not good. Should we be in Seattle? Yeah, we should be in Seattle, but we lost. It counts as a loss at the end of the day in the loss column. It's a loss. West confidence. It's a loser mentality.
No.
It's lose but at least we got asked by Kansas City. That doesn't matter. It's still lost. Like, stop Stop with that losing.
No. Don't become this. We're not for 20 years. New England has not been like that. Don't start with that bull now.
Or at least we can hang with them.
No, I don't want to hang. I want to destroy.
Stop that. Stop that nonsense. That nonsense about we can hang with them. Oh, it's a good loss. No. It's not a good loss. Stop with the excuses. And you know what makes it worse too? And I keep on saying this. That even though that call with the fumble was a horrible call and they got scores over, do you think other NFL fans give that we got screwed up a call? Do they care? No.
Yeah, because we pay for the rest apparently.
They don't care. This ain't yo. Just saying yo. Because I'm not gonna lie, we may have benefited from calls over the years.
You know, like everyone.
Like everybody, but especially since we always win all the time. You think people care that we get screwed over or something? No, they don't care. They like us and good for y'all. They know how it feels. So stop with that. Man. Stop with that. Listen, we're 2-2. I'm not surprised we're 2-2, but we're 2-2. I knew this was gonna happen anyway. We're gonna be at least 2-2 coming in before the season started. The first 4 games will be 2-2, and then we go from there. All right. So I'm not surprised with this, but that's it. That's it. All we gotta do is move on to the next game. We have Denver next week, who's beat up just as worse than us. We should have no problem disposing them as long as you put Jarrett Stidham in the game. And another thing too, people said that Stidham was bad. I mean, what else do you want him to do? Juan already explained what his issues are. What did you want him to do? So you would rather Brian Hoyer, or you rather just whatever?
Putting him in that situation.
That's what get y'all sometimes. I don't get it sometimes.
Yeah, ridiculous. I learned that from y'all last year. A lot of y'all fans are ridiculous.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah. Denver's next. They should get obliterated. I'm assuming.
And after that, we go to the bye week, and then by week 7, Cam will be back.
Yeah, we'll get good to go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The way that we were playing against Kansas City, I believe if we played that way against Kansas City and Cam was playing, I think they could have pulled it out. In Arrowhead. I think they could have pulled it out because you can't leave. It's simple. Kansas City's offense is so firepower. You can't allow them to. They stick around. They make mistakes too, like any other team. But come on, gotta capitalize on that, and we didn't because Brian Hoyer sucks. But the point is, we didn't capitalize.
Which goes to the next quick issue because it's already 45 minutes.
Yes.
Quick issue. Kansas City, I don't think is as good as they were last year. I think they're susceptible to physicality. Their offensive line is a little weaker than it has been. And I also think they're kind of being a little hungry with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They're trying to give him the ball a little too much and not letting Mahomes go crazy. But I think maybe that's more New England yesterday than it was, period. But the Chargers game showed this, and I didn't think of any other because the Chargers, who cares? But now it's second game where they got punched in the mouth and didn't do very well after that. They kind of got dazed, I'm not saying this is a blueprint because there's no such thing as a blueprint stopping this offense. There's no blueprint. Only certain teams can pull things like this off, but there are teams that are in the way that can pull this off. The Colts did this exact same thing 1 year ago, holding them to about 19 points. The Steelers are even more physical to me than the New England Patriots defense is. Steelers will punch you in the mouth, so they have to deal with that. And the Buffalo Bills are also very physical. We'll be able to do the same. We'll be able to replicate what New England and the Chargers did. Those 3 teams are teams that they are more than likely, they're going to run into at least one of these teams in January, assuming there is a January for NFL, hopefully. What's going to happen in the postseason if they have to deal with teams like this? Maybe more than once. Again, you also saw from San Fran in the Super Bowl, just that they had Kyle Shanahan had like to choke, so they didn't win. But they got punched right in the face against the 49ers and should have lost that game. So they are susceptible to this. And there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone has a weakness. They can't take physicality. They're finesse. Can't take physicality. It happens. That's how you stop teams like this. So now there's more physical defenses in the AFC now. Now they're gonna have to really earn their way to the Super Bowl because let's face it, they got an easy cakewalk to Super Bowl last year. The AFC South is a garbage division. And to me, now that there's a real threat in the AFC South, they're gonna be playing the best team there by far. Now there's gonna be a real challenge from there because Texans and Titans, come on, son, come on. So they better get ready for dog fights in January because as of right now, they don't look like they can hang in a dog fight. As of right now, but they're still the best team in the AFC to me. Still.
There's one thing that some fans said, and I have to agree. They don't want to see us again. I don't believe they want to see us again.
Probably not.
I don't believe they want to see us again. I really believe that they don't want to see the Patriots again. Because
Bill Belichick has been the only one to really get Mahomes staggering. If you guys notice, from game 1 through game 4, their score has been dipping. If you haven't noticed. 40 to 30, I don't know what the hell the score was. 38, 37, 36, something like that.
It was 40, and it went to
30 something the AFC Championship game. 23 in 2019 and now technically 19 this year. 26, that was pick 6. So a 7 off the board. It was 19 offensive points. They've been going down the last 4 games from the Belichick. Maybe, I doubt it goes lower than that. I doubt it. But 19 is a beautiful score you want to hold the Chiefs to. You definitely want it. So he probably doesn't want to see him again.
I agree.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's
there was one more thing I want to say. So the Patriots looking a lot better than everybody anticipated, huh? Regardless of the crap quarterback play, we know Cam Newton is 3,000 times better than what the backups are. So looking a lot better. So this team has, to me, been upgraded as a one and done to just a one piece away for a possible 7th championship. One piece away. And that is wide receiver. We now know that our best receiver is garbage. Our best receiver might now be N'Keal Harry at this rate. Was going up, was making strides. We need a reliable pass catcher. I'm going to assume the second half of the season, the rookie tight ends will be showcased because they haven't even touched the field barely these 4 games. So I think probably after Baltimore or something like that, by mid-season, I think they're going to get implemented into the playbook. Tight ends usually take a minute to get into the offense. So it takes them a year or 2. So I think they'll start to slowly get implemented little by little. But we still need a reliable pass catcher. Whether you trade for one, whether you find someone somewhere, whether somebody steps up even more. Because let's say N'Keal Harry does kind of live up to his first round status and was very good. He's only one guy. Every team will game plan to take him away. What happens then? So that's why one piece away. It's one piece. So this team could definitely win a playoff game or even 2. But I don't think they're going past the next team. You know what I mean? That's going to play in the AFC Championship game until they get that one last piece. Even with this great running game that is being built, we need one more pass catcher. One more. And this is a Super Bowl team. So one more. Because the defense is beautiful. The pass rush got a little better because we don't have to blitz as much anymore because Chase Winovich stepped this game up. And thank you, God. So defense is fine. Running game is even better than last year. You just need one pass catcher. Just one. I'm fine with Edelman being a 2. I do not like him at the 1. I hate it. He's washed. He's garbage. We need one more. And this team can win the Super Bowl. One more. We're done.
That being said, thank you for listening. But yeah, I make sure you subscribe to us.
I'm sure they loved it or hated it, but I'm sure.
Yeah, hope so. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartradio, Google Play Radio. At Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. We are on Facebook. Check out our Facebook group. We're on Instagram at Sports Podcast on Instagram. And we have our website, www.sportsdetectivepodcast.com. Make sure you subscribe to us on the website so you're notified every time we download content. That being said, good night.